Hi authors, my name is Jennifer Carr and I'm here to help you write more realistically through psychology. As both a marriage and family counselor and a former high school AP psychology teacher, I have the insider information that could help you write better stories and more relatable characters. In this video, I want to take a minute to talk about something that matters more to me as a reader that has helped me become a better writer. Because of my background and career in psychology, I tend to approach everything from a psychological perspective. This means that I look at people and their behaviors through a lens that takes me to the core of their motivations. And this covers everything from why they wake up in the mornings, to their wardrobe choices, to their career choices, even their relationships. And honestly, these are just points on a spectrum because I look at everything through the lens of psychology. The reason that I'm addressing this topic is because I recently read a book where the author attempted to portray a character as deeply impacted by childhood trauma. And honestly, it kind of fell short, which caused me to feel disconnected from the character, which then made it hard for me as a reader to stay invested and engaged in the book. So I wanted to offer up some advice for writing characters with trauma that might help you become a better writer. And I'm sure I'll do more videos on this topic because it's a fairly complex topic, but this will hopefully be a good start. First, you have to understand that the brains of people who have dealt with prolonged or intense trauma are physically different from their counterparts. And these differences impact the way they make decisions, even when they're about the smallest of things. The way a traumatized brain thinks is very different from the way a non-traumatized brain thinks. Also note that the effects of trauma are long-term, so while they may lessen over time, it's very rare that trauma and its effects are ever completely eradicated. When writing a traumatized character, it's important to know that most people who suffer from trauma don't just willingly talk about said trauma. And those who do talk about it not only talk about it sparingly, but they do so only when they feel safe enough to talk about it. The amount of trust it takes for someone to divulge something as intimate as a personal traumatic experience is massive. And if a person does talk about it, one conversation does not make said trauma or its effects go away. Those effects rarely disappear completely. The manifestations can change and allow for some relief, so if your character does open up, they may feel a sense of relief for a moment, or they may feel a sense of dread after mentally and emotionally reliving this experience. Either way, that person is not miraculously going to be a different person after one conversation. I hope this is helpful when it comes to traumatizing your characters in your writing. If you want to delve into other psychological components of writing, tell me what you want to know, and I'll make it happen.